Hello class, Mr. Long here. I am going to do a very short video lecture in regards to how to set up and how to format your ebook once you get to this point, which isn't going to be until the very end. But I want you to watch this video lecture first so you know exactly what this project entails and what it needs to look like and all of your responsibilities in your group. So every single person, all four of you, is going to be responsible for a cause of World War I breaking out. So one person in the group will be responsible for militarism. The second person will be responsible for alliances. The third person will be responsible for imperialism. And the fourth person will be responsible for nationalism. So you will be in a group of four. And every single person is responsible for their topic that they either chose or that they were given. So it's important that everyone knows that they need to do their part in this project. So if we are looking at page number 1, which is your cover page, you are required to do 3 things. You need to find a really good picture from World War I, and this picture needs to cover a majority of the page. It needs to take up the entire page for the most part. You also need to figure out a title for your ebook for your group. And of course, last but not least, you need to have your group names somewhere on your ebook. Moving on to page number 2. Now, if you notice, page number 2 is going to be split up into 2 parts. You're going to have militarism at the top, and the bottom portion is going to be dedicated to the alliances. So I'm going to explain the militarism section first, then I'm actually going to show you an example, which is the alliances. So if you're looking under militarism, this section and all sections of this ebook will have 5 requirements. You need to have at the top somewhere, and it needs to stand out, your topic. For example, militarism. From there, you also need to have your information that you researched about your topic. So the writing portion, you need to define your word. You need to explain what your word means. Give me a definition. Give me a good description of your word. Number 2, you need to explain how your topic helped cause World War I. You need to be very specific with your explanations. And you should have multiple explanations. You can't just give me the definition of militarism and then move on. You need to explain to me very thoroughly how, and specifically how, militarism caused World War I to happen. Finally, number 3 for the writing portion, you must give me 3 examples that describes your topic or how it led to World War I starting. In your article that you are responsible for reading and taking notes on, and your video that you're responsible for viewing and taking notes on. This is where you're getting your information on about your topic. There is lots and lots of specific examples in there that would represent militarism before World War I breaks out. The third part is visuals, which is pictures. You must have at least 2 pictures that is related to your topic with a very short 1-sentence caption underneath it describing what is happening in the picture or what the picture means. The 4th requirement that you must have is a video. You must find one related video on YouTube, and you must embed that video on your page, and it has to do with your topic. Your video, everyone, needs to be 2 to 3 minutes. Nothing less, nothing more. I apologize for that, Bo. The 5th and final, and this will come at the very last part, you will need to do the audio. You must do a voiceover explaining your topic. You are responsible for explaining the writing portion, the 2 pictures with the captions underneath, and a very quick summary of what the video is about. So you must discuss in a voiceover what your section is all about. Those are the 5 requirements that every single person is responsible for. Now, what I did under alliances, the yellow part, is I actually gave you guys an example of how it needs to look like. Now, there is no particular order where you need to put the writing, where you need to put the pictures, where you need to put the video at all. There's no particular order. It just needs to look good and it needs to flow. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with the writing portion. I wrote down as an example, alliances would be defined as, you give me the definition of that. Alliances played a part in causing World War I because, and from there you give me your several specific explanations in how alliances caused World War I to happen. Examples of the alliances would be, there are several alliances that were mentioned. You need to list them and explain them either from the article or from the video that you watch. Once again, your research is going to come in handy when it comes to this. From there, looking at my 2 visuals, I have clip art. I don't want you guys to use clip art. I want you guys to actually use pictures that were taken during World War I. I just did this as an example so you guys get the point. The one on the left with 2 hands shaking, of course, represents an agreement between people or countries. And then the peace sign, which represents the alliance between countries or people. From there, I was able to embed the video. So I'm going to press play real quick and I'm going to show you how the video will pop up.
The First World War is often interpreted as fought between 2 major alliances.
So even though you embedded the video on your page like you should, a separate window will zoom in and it will play the video. That's exactly the way I want your video to be embedded on this. So this is page 2. If you guys notice at the top, page 2. Moving on to page 3, which is the last and final page, and this is where the other 2 causes are located, imperialism and nationalism. So under imperialism, these are just, helpful hints for you guys. It does not matter the order that you're putting everything in, like I mentioned, as long as you have the title, writing portion, 2 visuals with captions, embedded video, and a voiceover, then you have done your job correctly. The more appealing, the better, meaning the better it looks, the better grade you guys will all get. You will have to adjust the sizes of the fonts, the pictures, the video, etc. Make sure that you are all using up the space provided, no empty space. So please utilize all the space for your section that you are given on your page. And finally, everyone, please have fun with this. This is the first time using this program, and my hope is you guys have a good time with this. And my hope is that you guys like this and we can do this again. And remember, it's also a group effort. Even though you are responsible for your part, you must help out each other.